Hello students, today we are going to learn about the applications of uniform circular motion. Now we have already learned what is the uniform circular motion. Okay, now in uniform circular motion, the speed of the particle is going to be constant. Okay, in uniform circular motion, the speed of the particle is always remains constant. So let us talk about the applications of uniform circular motion. Okay, there are three applications of uniform circular motion. First is vehicle on circular track, that is horizontal circular track. Second is well of death, and third is vehicle on banked road. Okay, so let us see first vehicle on horizontal circular track. So this is our horizontal circular track. This is the center, okay, and this is our vehicle. This is the distance r. Okay, now suppose this car is moving along this horizontal circular track. Now which forces are acting over here? Let us see. First, mg, weight of this car. Okay, weight of this car mg downwards, and normal reactive force n upward, and there is a third force. Okay, now in this circular track, the car is moving along a circle, so there must be a centripetal force. Okay, so who is providing this centripetal force? Let us see. This is our center and this is our car. So friction between this road, okay, friction between this road and tire gives me the frictional force, which is supporting the centripetal force, that is mv square upon r. So here centripetal force is provided by frictional force. So frictional force is acting over here towards the center. Okay, so we have got three forces. First mg, that is weight of the car downwards, and normal reactive force upwards. Okay, and centripetal force which is provided by frictional force. Okay, this friction comes from friction between the tire and road. Okay, so let us, N is equal to mg, and Fs, that is frictional force, is equal to mv square upon r, and we know that Fs is equal to what? Frictional force is equal to mu Sn. Okay, this mu Sn is what? Coefficient of friction. This is coefficient of, we have learned in 11th standard, coefficient of friction. Okay, so Fs upon n is equal to mu s. Now we have got Fs. Fs is equal to what? mv square upon r, and this n is equal to what? mg. So mm get cancelled, which is equal to mu s. Okay, so mu s is equal to v square upon rg. So what we want? We want the velocity, okay, or speed. V square is equal to mu s rg. So v is equal to under root of mu s rg. This is the maximum speed with which we can travel on this circular track. Let us see example. Okay, V max is equal to root mu s rg. Okay, mu s is equal to, let us take coefficient 0.7. It is dimensionless. Okay, R is equal to, let us say, 100 meter and G is equal to 10. So V max is equal to 0.7 into 100 into 10. That is 7 into 100, because 0.7 into 10 is what? 7. Okay, that is 700. Okay, it is near about 26 meter per second. So in example we can see the maximum velocity is what, or maximum speed is what? 26 meter per second. Okay, which is very less. That's why we have taken this maximum speed. Okay, here. Okay, let us see second application, that is well of death. Well of death. Well of death. Okay. So this is our well of death. Now car over here is circulating this well. Okay, circulating on the wall of this well. Okay, so let us see what forces are acting over here. Okay, now we know that the normal always perpendicular to the surface. Okay, we have seen in the first example also, that is normal. Okay, horizontal surface was there, so normal reactive force was upward. Okay, now here our surface is already vertical. Okay, our surface is already vertical, so our normal reaction will be towards the center. Okay, so basically this normal force, okay, normal reactive force over here is providing me the centripetal force. Okay, in the first example frictional force was giving me centripetal force. Here normal reactive force will give me centripetal force. Okay, now always mg is downwards. Okay, now friction will be where? Okay, now here in the first example the friction, okay, frictional force was towards the center. Okay, now this car is like this. Okay, now this frictional force will be upward. Okay, this frictional force will be upward. Got this? In the horizontal surface the frictional force was towards the center. Now we have flipped this, that is it is a vertical, so frictional force will be upward. So three forces are there: frictional force, weight of the car, and normal reactive force. Normal reactive force which is providing me the centripetal force over here, which is required to circulate in this well of death. Okay, so let us calculate all these forces so that we can derive our velocity or speed of this car. So let's see. N is equal to mv square upon r. Okay, now Fs, frictional force, which is giving me, which is equal to mg. Okay, now we know that frictional force is equal to mu s n. Okay, so Fs upon n is equal to again mu s. So Fs is what? Mg. Let us put over here, and n is equal to what? Mv square upon r. So rr will get cancelled. Mu s. So mu s is equal to rg upon v square. Okay, so mu s is equal to rg upon v square. So V square, which is equal to Rg upon mu s. So V is equal to under root Rg upon mu s, and this is the minimum velocity or minimum speed with which we can circulate in this well of depth. So got this well of depth. Okay, so normal reactive force is towards the center, which is providing me the centripetal force. Okay, and frictional force, okay, which is going upward. Direction of the frictional force is upward, and mg is always downward. That is the weight of the car. Okay, so we have taken all these forces and we have derived this, calculate this velocity, which is V minimum is equal to under root Rg upon mu s. Okay. So in the first example, that is vehicle on circular track, and second example, that is well of depth. Okay, so here V max is there, maximum velocity, so mu s Rg is there, and here V minimum is equal to Rg upon mu s. Over here it is multiplied, over here it is divided. Okay, now over here there is no angle between the tire of the car and this horizontal surface. So theta is equal to over here 0 degree. Okay, here the car is making 90 degree with the horizontal. It is making angle of 90 degree with the horizontal. The theta over here it is 90 degree. So we can calculate minimum and maximum speed of this car depends on which angle we have taken. So this speed of the car depends upon theta must lie between in this, okay, 0 to 90 degree. Okay, theta must be between him 0 to 90 degree. So we can calculate maximum and minimum speed of the car. Okay, so this is the application, circular track and well of depth. So let us see the last and which is very important. Application. Okay, that is third application. Third application is what? Vehicle on banked road. Okay, so this is our banked road. Banked road is what? The outer edge of the, so this is our road. Okay, the outer edge, okay, outer edge of the road is made higher, okay, made higher than the inner edge, so it is making an theta with the horizontal. This is called the banking of road. Okay, so here our car is traveling on this horizontal, on this banked road. Okay, so mg is always acting towards the downward. Now we know the normal is always perpendicular. Normal reactive force is always perpendicular to the surface or horizontal surface. Okay, now this horizontal surface is tilted like this. Okay, so this our horizontal also will tilt. Okay, normally it is over here, but now since the surface has tilted by angle theta, so our normal also displaced is its direction, or it has displaced by theta. Okay, okay, it has make an angle theta with this vertical axis. Okay, so let us consider how many forces are acting over here. Okay, now we have got normal and mg. Okay, now who is providing me the centripetal force, that is frictional force between the rod and the tire, giving me the frictional force which is providing the centripetal force. So centripetal force is acting over here, that is Fs. So let us resolve these forces. Okay, because we can calculate all the forces in either in x direction or either in y direction. So it has already made an angle. Okay, so this is our horizontal. Let us resolve these forces in x and y direction. So this is my vertical axis, this is my horizontal axis. Okay, now see, whenever there is a theta, there will be my cos theta. So cos component of n will be in vertical direction. So here n cos theta. Okay, now over here will be my n sin theta. Okay, so n sin theta and n cos theta. So here is my center. Okay, center. This parallel, this line is parallel to this horizontal. So here n sin theta now giving me the mv square upon r, that is centripetal force. Okay, n sin theta giving me the centripetal force over here, which is helping the car to take turn. Okay, over here frictional force also is there. Okay, it has made an angle theta. Okay, with the horizontal. It has made an angle theta with the horizontal. So let us split this. That is Fs. Okay, let us see. Fs. It has made angle theta. Okay, so let us split. Split means what? So let us resolve this force. Okay, so whenever my theta is there, on which axis my theta is there? On horizontal axis. So there will be my cos theta, that is cos component of Fs cos theta. Okay, and here will be my Fs sin theta. Okay, and already we have calculated, and it is here n cos theta and here n sin theta, or this. Okay, so let us calculate these forces. So in y direction, which forces are there? N cos theta, which is equal to, okay, mg also is there. With this mg also is there. Okay, so n cos theta, which is equal to Fs sin theta plus mg. So my mg is equal to n cos theta minus Fs sin theta. Fs sin theta. Okay, this is my equation number 1. Now in y direction, let us calculate in y direction which forces are acting. So Fs cos theta plus n sin theta, which is giving me the centripetal force, that is mv square upon r. So mv square upon r is equal to fs cos theta plus n sin theta. This is my equation number 2. So let us divide equation number 2 by 1. So mv square upon r dividing by mg. Get cancelled. So fs cos theta plus n sin theta dividing by this one n cos theta minus fs sin theta. Now we know that fs is what? Fs is equal to mu n. Let us put over here. Fs is what? Mu s n. So let's put over here. So let's put over here v square upon rg fs. Okay, we will put this fs is equal to mu s n in these equations. Okay, so mu s n cos theta plus n sin theta n cos theta minus mu s n sin theta. Okay, let us see over here n. So all over there n. Okay, so we can take n common over here and cancel out. So n by n cancelling out. Okay, what remains inside? Mu s cos theta minus plus sin theta upon cos theta minus mu s sin theta. Now divide these equations by cos theta. Divide it up and down by cos theta. So v square upon rg is equal to mu s cos theta dividing by cos theta plus sin theta upon cos theta upon cos theta minus mu s sin theta upon cos theta. Okay, so cos theta over get cancelled, cos theta will get cancelled. So what remains? V square upon rg, which is equal to mu s tan theta plus mu s upon 1 minus mu s tan theta. So v square upon rg is equal to v square is equal to what? Rg into tan theta plus mu s upon 1 minus mu s tan theta, and finally we get v is equal to under root rg into tan theta plus mu s 1 minus mu s tan theta. So this is our final velocity. So this is the maximum velocity or maximum speed. This is the case for maximum speed. Okay, this is the case for maximum speed. So V max is equal to Rg tan theta plus mu s 1 minus mu s tan theta. So we will we will now derive for the minimum speed. We will derive for the minimum speed. Now for the minimum speed, everything remains same. Okay, for minimum speed, everything remains same. Only direction of frictional force will be opposite. Okay, will be towards the higher edge. Okay, in maximum velocity, it was towards the center. Now it will be away from the center. Let us. Okay, mg is same over here, and perpendicular to the surface n is there. This is our vertical axis is there. This is our horizontal axis is there. Okay, now in maximum velocity, which we have already derived, the forces, frictional force is acting towards the center. Now it will act as a centrifugal force. Okay, that is away from the center. Fs, okay, Fs will be away from the center, so it will act as a centrifugal force. Okay, which is same. Centripetal and centrifugal is same in magnitude, only it is opposite in direction. Okay, so mv square upon r. Getting it? Okay, now just split, okay, or resolve this again. Resolve this component. So here n, so cos component of n will be in the direction of vertical axis, that is n cos theta, and here it will be n sin theta. Okay, now my frictional force, resolving the frictional force, Fs. Okay, so Fs here it is making angle with this horizontal. Okay, from horizontal. Okay, so it is upward. So its cos component will be on this horizontal, that is Fs cos theta. Okay, and its sine component will be in the direction of vertical, that is Fs sine theta. And here over here is mg. Okay, so just calculate these forces in x and y direction. So first force is what? Let us consider y direction, that is n cos theta plus Fs sin theta, which is equal to mg. This is equation number 1. Okay, now here n sin theta and Fs cos theta. So n sin theta, which is equal to Fs cos theta plus this n sin theta, okay, which is towards the center, n sin theta, which is towards the center, which is giving me the centripetal force, which is helping in taking turn of to the vehicle. Okay, so here it is my centripetal force, that is mv square upon r. Got this? Okay, so n sin theta minus Fs cos theta, which is equal to mv square upon r. That is equation number 2. So let us calculate minimum velocity. Again, same process is there. Dividing equation number 2 by 1. Okay, so mv square upon r dividing by this mg, equation number 1. So mn get cancelled. Okay, n sin theta minus Fs cos theta upon this equation number 1, that is n cos theta plus Fs sin theta. Getting it? So v square upon rg. Now Fs is what we already known. Okay, Fs is what? Fs is equal to mu Sn. So just put in this equation V square upon Rg is equal to n sin theta minus mu Sn cos theta upon n cos theta plus Fs, that is mu Sn sin theta. Getting it? So here again n will be common and get cancelled. V square upon Rg is equal to n by n. What remains inside? Sin theta minus mu s cos theta. Okay? Upon cos theta plus mu s sin theta. Again we will divide each component by cos theta up and down. So V square upon Rg is equal to sin theta upon cos theta minus mu s cos theta upon cos theta, dividing by cos theta upon cos theta plus mu s sin theta upon cos theta. Okay, now this cos theta will get cancelled. Here also cos theta will get cancelled. So what remains? V square upon Rg, which is equal to sin theta upon cos theta is what? Tan theta. So tan theta minus mu s cos theta gone upon mu s, and here also upon cos theta gone, so 1 remains, plus mu s sin theta upon cos theta is tan theta, so mu s tan theta. V square is equal to Rg tan theta minus mu s upon 1 plus mu s tan theta. So V is equal to under root Rg tan theta minus mu s upon 1 plus mu s tan theta. This is my equation for minimum velocity or minimum speed on banked road. Minimum speed of banked road. Got this? So we have got two equations. We have got two equations. So speed limits. Speed limits in vehicle on banked road. First equation is what? V minimum, which is equal to under root Rg tan theta minus mu s upon 1 plus mu s tan theta, and second we got with maximum, which is equal to Rg, just reverse this sign, okay, tan theta plus mu s upon 1 minus mu s tan theta. So these are our required equations. Okay, now this is the speed limits on this banked road. Mg is there, okay, this is our normal is there, and this is our frictional force is there. So when we split this, n, we get n cos theta, and here we get n sin theta. So n sin theta is basically giving me the centripetal force. Okay, so n sin theta, which is equal to mv square upon r. and this n cos theta, which is equal to mg. Okay, this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. So dividing equation number 1 by 2, so n sin theta upon n cos theta, n sin theta upon n cos theta, which is equal to mv square upon r mg. So here sin theta upon cos theta is what? Tan theta, which is equal to v square upon rg. So v square is equal to tan theta into rg. So v is equal to under root rg tan theta. This is the most safe speed on banked road, that is safe speed. Okay, this is the most safe speed on banked road. Vs equal to most safe speed, that means with this speed you are in safe. Now tan theta over here, tan theta, which is equal to v square upon rg, and theta is equal to tan inverse of v square upon rg. And this angle is called as a angle of banking. Angle of banking. Okay, so this is the final solution of this vehicle on banked road. Okay, so we have got three speeds, three equations of this speed. First is most safe speed, that is Vs is equal to root Rg tan theta. Second is minimum, that is speed limit, Rg tan theta minus mu s upon 1 plus mu s tan theta. And third is V max, which is equal to Rg tan theta minus mu s plus mu s 1 minus mu s tan theta. Okay, so this is the applications of uniform circular motion, and we have seen three applications of uniform circular motion. First is vehicle on circular track, that is horizontal circular track, and vehicle in, second is what? Vehicle in well of death. Okay, and third is most important, vehicle on banked road. And in this we have got three speed, that is most safe speed Rg tan theta root over Rg tan theta, minimum speed, that is root over Rg tan theta minus mu s upon 1 plus mu s tan theta, and V max, that is which is equal to root over Rg tan theta plus mu s upon 1 minus mu s tan theta. Okay, let us consider cases for this minimum and maximum speeds. This mu s, case number 1, if mu s is equal to tan theta, so V minimum will be 0. V minimum, okay, Rg tan theta minus mu s replaced by tan theta upon 1 plus mu s tan theta. So tan theta minus tan theta is 0. So V minimum will be 0 in this case if mu s is equal to tan theta. Okay, now second case is what? Mu s is equal to cot theta. If mu s is equal to cot theta, in that case V max will be infinity. V max is equal to under root Rg tan theta plus cot theta upon, we are replacing mu s by cot theta over here, upon 1 minus mu s, 1 minus mu s, sorry, we have replaced mu s by cot theta into tan theta. Okay, now cot theta is what? Reciprocal of tan theta. So V max is equal to Rg tan theta plus cot theta upon 1 minus tan theta upon, this is the reciprocal of tan theta, so upon tan theta. So tan will get cancelled, and V max, which is equal to Rg tan theta plus cot theta upon 1 minus 1, 0. So 1 upon 0 is what? Infinity. So V max is equal to infinity. So these are the two important cases. Okay. So when mu s is equal to tan theta, V minimum will be 0. When mu s is equal to cot theta, V maximum will be infinity. Okay. From minimum to maximum, these are the cases. So these are our final applications of uniform circular motion. Okay. Thank you.